What is going on, Crow fam? You're here chilling with the real Satoshi Aoki, bringing ya the daily Crow Bro stream. On this stream, we do technical analysis on Crow token and Bitcoin primarily. We also do occasionally explore other altcoins, and we're always open to anything coming in from the chat. Say there's particular projects you want us to check out, I'm all about that. Congratulations to the recent winner of the 1000 Crow, which was announced last Friday. Friday just gone, roughly $100 US. Because folks, we do give away 1000 Crow every single week, as well as 500 Crow every single month, which is $500 at the time of making this video. Of course, Crow, if it does a $1 10x, that 100 will be worth 1,000, and that 500 will be worth 5,000. So without further ado, guys, we are going to go in and I'm going to tell you how you can get involved in the weekly and monthly giveaways for Crow token. It is as simple as going into my pinned comment in the chat right here, bitunix.com right here, and getting signed up for free. And beyond that, you can also get a limited time bonus for actually jumping in on that. So what do I mean by that? Well, basically, after you get signed up with that link, all you need to simply do is make your first deposit of at least $200 or more. So to give you an example, you deposit 200, you'll get 40 back. You deposit 500, you'll get 100. Deposit 1,000, you'll get 200. Deposit 2,000 if you're a bit of a bigger trader, get 400 back. And then you just need to start trading. Today is Sunday, so the rewards for the 20% deposit bonus. So with this particular example, if we say you come in today, Sunday, deposit $2,000, your $400 US will be available to claim on Tuesday on the Bitunix exchange after you have gone ahead and signed up there. All right. It's all going to be in there. Oh, and by the way, if you ever have any issues whatsoever, the customer support is absolutely fantastic at Bitunix. All right, you got real people that care on the other end, and they'll get back to you within like a couple of minutes. It's like the longest time that I've waited before. No KYC, no VPN, deeper spreads, great deep liquidity. Okay, and quite frankly, the no KYC element is great, especially if you are a high volume trader looking to trade all of the best altcoins in the market. And so it's as simple as that. Once you get that bonus in on the following Tuesday, okay, then you're going to trade for a week and you'll keep your profits that you make. All right, so it's really, really good, guys. Enter the competition, go into the running to win some Crow, make some money in the meantime, do some trading. It's as simple as that. Bob's your uncle. And if you are a high volume trader and you're looking to get into the 5,000 Crow monthly giveaway, it's as simple as trying to do as much volume as you can, and basically I'm going to pick one out of the top 5 traders for that month. All right, run them through Grok, and we are basically going to give that person a whopping 5,000 Crow. If you are announced the winner at the end of the week, which we do every Friday at the end of the month, then all you need to do is go over after I announce your unique user ID. You need to send me a screenshot over to my X account. Just send me a DM right here at Satoshi Aoki 7, and also send me a copy paste of your Crow deposit address so I can send you your deposit. So any questions, let me know in the chat. Let me know right away. And again, to go ahead and get signed up at Bitunix, the link is right there, just up in the chat. So we will be streaming for at least 30 minutes tonight. We'll kind of just see how things go. Hope everyone is having a good day out there today in the stream. BTC is having a little bit of a movement. So it has been a very slow consolidation weekend. And as traders, this is not a good, I guess, like, you want high volume and you want high volatility to be able to make money from trading. You want big dips, you want big runs, okay? This kind of price action over the Saturday, the Sunday, Friday was pretty crazy, okay? But Saturday, Sunday, you know, people usually step away and the volume, the volatility drops down, and that makes it harder for us as traders generally to make money. Of course, if you're trading on like super low time frames like the 1 minute chart and things like that, doing scalping, there's definitely some places to make money there. But generally speaking, if you're swing trading, trading the daily, the 1 hour, the 4 hour, things like this, even the 15 minute, because seriously, like the volume has just been so low, it's a bit harder to make money. But right now we are seeing a little bit of movement down. Okay, there's a bit of downwards pressure down, and as the title of the actual stream shows, yes, we are 9 hours and 44 minutes away from the weekly candle close And this is a pretty big deal because we need to really make sure that Bitcoin does close above 85K. Because if we close below 85K within the next 9 hours, 44 minutes, that, in my opinion, based on the technicals here, is going to spell some serious trouble, and we could be looking at very much heading down towards the 80,000 USD per Bitcoin zone, which coincides with this point of control, this P line here, where we had some resistance back around the 3rd of March here, all right, 31st of March here, 7th of April here, all right, all throughout this zone. Okay, it looks like we could actually be returning to that if we do break below 85K. If we break above 85K, ideally above 86K, like we don't really want to be anywhere near that 85K support, then we live another week. BTC does survive another week, and we could potentially be heading back up towards 98,000, okay, which is basically right up here being the 50 EMA, the orange line, which is slightly curled downwards at the moment, sitting at 98,531. That would be the 50 EMA, which right now on the technicals based on the weekly chart is really the only major resistance that I am seeing here on the weekly chart. Okay, so there is not a lot there, and we would have to get some confluence off the lower time frames to kind of see where we're going on the lower time frame. Okay, so I'm just going to open up the chat here in just a moment. And also, guys, we do have a really, really big week, okay, in terms of fundamental news. All right, so it's a pretty big week. Just made some notes here on my phone. So Monday coming up, the Fed liquidity injection, 7 billion is going in. All right, on Tuesday, we got US GDP data release. Okay, so hopefully that's bullish because, yeah, look, I'm not playing. Like, I want to see BTC and CRO go to the moon right now. Wednesday, the Fed president's speech. Thursday is a Christmas holiday. Friday, China M2 money supply data. So yeah, it's a big week for crypto coming up, basically. So let's bring up the chat. If you like the Crow fam, if you're liking these daily streams, because let's face it, we are the only channel on YouTube that gets on every single day and streams for you guys to show you the raw, unbiased, no BS data for Crow token, BTC. We give you the analysis. We show you what's up. Okay. I'm in here no matter what for you guys, because crypto doesn't sleep and we need to know what's going on. I show you what trades I'm making. All right, we're going to be showing you the trades. Come on, guys. We've got 4 people watching, only 1 like. Come on. I'm doing this for you guys. Easy free thing you can do. Just drop a bit of a like on the stream. Hit notifications if you want to tune in every day. Peace and love to all of you. Hope everyone is having a great Sunday and hope everyone has had a great weekend so far. Okay. So let's head on over to Bitunix because I want to show you guys what trades I have in place at the moment. I do have 4 open orders, so I'm not currently in any positions just now at the moment for CRO or BTC, but I have had these open orders set up for a couple days, and yeah, as we said, it has been slow. It is still the weekend, and today was slow, Sunday. Saturday was also slow, okay? And we know it was slow because if we just go to the Bitcoin chart on the daily, I can show you right here. Okay, have a look at this, okay? If I just stretch this out a little, look at the last 2 days in comparison, right? Okay, so this is today, all right? So look at this. This is today, Sunday. A little bit of a red candle here. Yesterday was a bit of a green candle, but compare that, yeah, to the last 5 days. Okay, compare it to the last 5 days. I'm going to show you, okay? So on Friday the 19th, yeah? Friday the 19th. I'll start that again. Friday the 19th, we basically had, hang on, let me click that again. Friday the 19th, we had a 5% move up for BTC. 5% move, okay? Before that, we had a 5% move the previous day, okay? Before that, just measure this out. Again, we had a 5.51%, okay? The day before that, yeah, so that was the last 3 days. Even the day before that, we still had like a 3.43%. Okay. Cheers, Cuba. Appreciate the like, bro. Did you go to the fish restaurant, buddy? How's the scooter, mate? And look, today, from top to bottom, okay, top to bottom of the wick, we have had 1.7. 1.7, yeah, nothing. So there's not a lot of room to make money here right now. And the day prior was a 0.69, not even 1%. Okay, so what that means is today and yesterday, again, like I said before earlier in the stream, Friday was a big day. When you see in these big green, whether it's a big green candle or a big red candle, there's money to be made. Whether you're going short, whether you're going long, there is money to be made. All right. Because the thing is, and that's the beauty of trading. Even if you're not shorting the market, but we see like a big red candle like this on the daily, I'm rubbing my hands together, even if I've missed out on the short, even if I'm not shorting, because I'm going to myself, okay, we're getting a deep retracement right here. Okay, I've got my buy order set in, and I'm getting ready to load up around these levels here, right, around these levels, because I know that eventually we're going to get a nice big fat green candle right there, and that's where we're going to be cashing in all the way up to the top. But that simply hasn't happened. Okay, it hasn't happened in the last couple of days. There just has not been a lot of volume for CRO or BTC at all. Okay, so look, let's go ahead and jump into the CRO chart. Of course, we will actually go out and start on the weekly time frame for CRO token here and have a bit of a look and see what's going on. Of course, it's bearish. Okay, has been for some time. All right. Now we are stacked well and truly for CRO token, well and truly under all the EMAs. And look, quite frankly, if BTC doesn't hold, then CRO is more than likely going to revisit the 6 cent level around this S1 support based on the pivot point at 0.06275 cents for CRO. So that's what's up. What is the most traded alt and why? I mean, your favorite. To be honest, mate, I'm not really. I was trading Zcash a bit before, but right now I'm mainly trading BTC and CRO. So BTC is the main one I trade, and then CRO probably falls in behind that this month. Just because, you know, BTC, it's just BTC, isn't it? It's, you know, I feel like it's quite reliable from a technical analysis standpoint in comparison to a lot of like other altcoins, which can be a bit more volatile, which is not necessarily a bad thing if you know how to read it really well. And then, you know, CRO token because, I don't know, I just, you know, always loved CRO token, always loved holding CRO token. I feel like CRO, though, technically is technically sound and is kind of predictable with its moves following BTC. I know a lot of altcoins are, but yeah, I feel like a CRO token is also pretty reliable from that standpoint. To answer your question, Cuba. Yeah. So yeah, folks, look, if we see a BTC close below 85k, which could still happen, you know BTC, it's very unpredictable. We could have a dump, and if we do finish below 85k at the end of this week, then we can expect CRO to almost obviously I wouldn't never say definitely, but there's a very good chance we could go down to 0.06275 cents. Okay, very good chance. Now, in terms of my own buy orders here on CRO, I do have a 5x CRO buy order along set up at, where is it at here? 0.08894. All right, 0.08894 for CRO. Okay. So 8894 is actually not actually super far off where we are. 88, a little bit far. I mean, this is the weekly chart. But to be honest, you know, I may even set an order slightly lower as well. Tempted to set a slightly lower order here. But I don't know. It's hard to know. It's hard to know what happens here with BTC, but we are seeing some downwards pressure right now. Okay. I'll probably leave my buy order on CRO right now. As for BTC, I've got a few orders here. I've got 3 laddered orders. All right, so I'm in at 86,550, I'm in at 85,450, and I'm also in at 84,500 for BTC, all at 5x, using Bitunix, of course. So that's what's up there with CRO and BTC. All right. So yeah, guys, if you just jumped in the stream and you want to get in and win 1,000 CRO, make sure you go get signed up to Bitunix right at the top there. The pinned comment in the chat. Make your deposit, guys, and you can win. No, not you can win. You can get a guaranteed deposit bonus, guys, which if you enter today, say you deposit 2,000, you can get 400 bucks. Claim that on Tuesday trade for a week, keep the profits, and enter into the weekly competition to win 1,000 CRO. I announce the winner every Friday, and will send you your CRO if you win based on your unique user ID. Same deal if you're a big trader doing a lot of volume, come in, trade, make your deposit, and I'll announce the top volume traders at the end of the month, and we'll be picking one to give away 5,000 CRO at the end of the month. No KYC, no VPN, best exchange for Americans and Europeans, hands down. No questions asked. Would you sell bag of CRO and wait for bottom? I mean, 6 cents. Well, would I? No, I wouldn't, you know, and I made a decision not to do that a couple months back because I staked all mine, mate, on the exchange for 20% interest, and I locked that down for 24 months. So, look, I like to keep my own strategy is to just keep it really clear. Like, I like to have my own hodl bag, okay? I like to have my longer term bag, and I like to have my shorter term trading stack. And that's just like how I like to divide it up, you know. I like to do both. Some people just like to hold their bags. Some people just like to trade. I get that. I like to play around with both. I like to try and get the best out of both worlds. Okay, I think there is value in both. Okay, I think that the trading journey, you know, it's has its ups and downs, but it's definitely a skill that I think everybody in the crypto space can benefit from. But of course, most people will never. They just either don't believe in it, don't try hard enough, they give up too soon, they're irresponsible with it, they don't have the mindset for it, and they're not willing, they don't have the willingness to sort of learn, adapt, and improve on it. Okay, so you know, I'm pretty like, you know, I've got the CRO that I'm trading with here over on Bitunix, and then I've just got the stack, you know, on crypto.com, which I'm hanging on to for at least another 22 months. It's locked away. It is locked away, that's for sure. Okay. The daily is pretty much the same story for CRO token. Go ahead and check out the daily right now. Again, we sort of had a failed underside retest of the 20 EMA here. You can see we didn't even get up to it. That was yesterday. That would be at 9966. You can see it right here. Didn't even wick up to it and basically just got rejected. And now, yeah, we are sitting on a red and there's not a lot. There's not a lot below until we get to 8274. 8274. I think our buy order is at 8894. Might even lower that, to be honest. I'm gonna lower that. I might lower it to 8374. There you go. I'm gonna lower my buy-in for CRO right there to 8374, and I've adjusted that because I want it to line up more kindly or more consistently, more closely, sorry. More closely to this S1 level here. The RSIs are indicating leaning more more neutral to oversold here. More oversold. We're trying, not there yet, but we're trying to come into a bullish. I mean, technically we have had a bullish MACD cross on the daily for CRO, which is very bullish, and that was yesterday. But today we have had this red candle here. Momentum in Bitcoin has dropped. But don't forget about this indicator here. You see where the blue line here crosses above the orange line. That is a bullish MACD cross for CRO token on the daily. So that is quite bullish. Okay, quite bullish indeed. All right, we sort of saw that move up here. So yeah, we're going to be watching CRO very closely here. The daily, of course, yeah, as we mentioned, you know, still struggled to break through that red line there. Just wasn't able to do it. And I'm telling you, like, we just got to get above it. We got to get above this red line. There's no other way to say it for CRO token to really start making some moves. Okay, let's go into the 4-hour for CRO. Have a bit of a look what's going on the 4-hour chart. The 4-hour chart, we broke temporarily above the 50 EMA right here on the 20th. Okay, and then we started to progressively just lose it there. bring this so we can zoom in a little bit on this. So basically what you can see here is, yeah, so we broke down below the 50 EMA, and we've also started to show on the current 4-hour candle, which has an hour and 29 left, some weakness there. This is some significant weakness to the downside. As you can see here, we've had a big wick through. We have picked up a little bit, but there's definitely some weakness afoot with CRO and the broader market right now, with this BTC price moving down below 88k. Hasn't spent a lot of time below 88k this weekend, but yeah, right now, you know, don't be surprised if we see a move down to 9208 for CRO. It's very possible. Very possible that we could get a move down to this orange line from here on the next 4-hour chart, which would be a 2.97% move. If you were going to short, that'd be pretty interesting. Could be a move there, 2.97% to the downside. Really depends on what happens with BTC. Really depends on what happens with the next 9 hours, I reckon. But really, if CRO can just get back above 0.09496, might be okay. I think we're just above it now. How do I see the week between Xmas and New Year and first 2 weeks of the year? Hard to say, hard to say. I mean, you know, naturally you might think there might be a little bit less volatility, people stepping away from the screens, people not trading as much leverage. But, you know, anything's possible. Anything's possible, you know. Who knows? Maybe we see a big move. It's hard to, it's really quite hard to say, you know. Yeah, it's hard to say. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure. I mean, I think it really depends how we close this week for BTC. It really depends on how we close the week for BTC, as you mentioned in our Telegram group. You know, I think, yeah, we've got to make sure we stay above this blue line here for BTC, which we're currently above it. We're currently above it here. Okay. Right here. 84,995. So 85,000. We need to stay above 85,000. That's where we're at for BTC. That's the key. Got to stay above that level. Otherwise, we're going to be in some trouble. Might be going down to Goblin Town. Got to stay above that level for BTC. So let's go down into the 1 hour for CRO. Let's have a bit of a look, see what's going on here. Been a pretty good hour, so we had a bit of a dump down. As we can see on the last hour, had a serious dump down. Got a proper rejection right off the 20 EMA on the 1 hour at 0.09553. So that would have been a nice little short there. And since then we've come up, but it's not looking great because we've bounced. Can you see how this is a bounce? So we broke down off what you could say, yeah, we broke down off of an underside retest of that red line. We've broken down all the way. We've got 25 minutes left in this candle. We've tried to come up, but we've had a failed breakthrough. Okay, we failed the retest of not only the 20, but also the 50. So that's got some significance, guys. That does have some significance, you know. Yeah, would appreciate the likes, guys. Keep them coming in. 4 people watching. Appreciate some more likes. So, you know, this is a big deal. You know, if this hourly candle closes and CRO sort of can't get back up above 9521, yeah, I hate to say it, but I think we might be going lower. Okay, we can actually have a look by putting on the auto retracement to see where people are likely to buy in based on the auto retracement, and it looks as though we're kind of well below all those zones right now. The RSI, the RSI is curling back up to neutral here. So we're still on the underside of neutral based on the RSI. That's kind of like below 50. Okay, 50 being neutral. And yeah, we're nowhere near a bullish MACD cross here. We had a bearish MACD just here on the 20th. And since then it's been quite a bit of downward pressure there. Drop a like on the stream, guys, for the Crow fam. If you're a Crow bro, you're a Crow holder. Appreciate the streams. Give us a like. So yeah, I hate to say it, but you know, if this does fail, there is every chance that we may be going toward 0.09208 cent for Crow. Should set us right here, this orange line right here. Okay. So to be honest, you know, this would be a moderate risk short. You can run it down there. 2.94% move going 5x. We're talking a potential 15% short right there. Could be a good little one there, to be fair. So we've had the breakdown, right? We've had the breakdown. We've had the failed retest. It has tried to break up again, right? But I tell you what, again, in 23 minutes, right? If you're watching this 1 hour candle here, in 23 minutes, I feel like the probability is that if we don't finish above 0.09488, like if we finish here, for example, right here, I got a feeling that the next candle, we might see some movement down. We might see some movement down on the next candle. Maybe something like this before coming back up. I think could be something like that, right? So keep an eye on that. I'm almost tempted to run a little short with a tight stop loss on this. If I was going to do a short here, I'd run a pretty tight stop. I think I'd probably put the stop. I'd probably see. I might chuck the stop somewhere up here, somewhere at like above the EMA stack, somewhere at like 9604. And I'd probably just go in with a pretty low margin, like, I don't know, $50 at 5x short or something like this. But yeah, like I say, the way I'm looking at this right now, this is looking like, especially with the way BTC price is kind of looking, it's looking pretty shaky, more shaky than it kind of has this whole weekend. My instinct is that, based on the data, where we're going to go down a little bit before coming back up. I think that BTC, we're on the weekly here. Let's go in. Let's go in a little closer to the daily for BTC here. Again, you can see like a failed underside test, or not even a failed underside test. It's just a straight failed breakthrough. We've tried to break through. Okay, so 89,163. We got up to that price momentarily, but it wasn't for a long time, which is not great for BTC. Like this really isn't good. You know, we have had a really hard time breaking over this red line, which you can say it's neutral, but it's curling down slightly, the 20 EMA here on the daily. And we've had a hard time trying to get over it. Look at this. We just haven't been able to get over it for like the last few weeks. It's just been really tough. And again, you know, it's no surprise. These EMAs do hold a lot of weight. This 20 EMA right now, 89,163, is the price to get over. We can't even beat it. Look at that. We tried. We tested it perfectly here. Got nowhere near it yesterday. And now, today, again, we've tested it, but it's just been like, nope, too many bears. There's too many bears in this market right now. The bears are in control right now, definitely. Don't let any misconceptions get to you. Doesn't matter what people say. What the data says right now is that the bears are in control. Until we get over 89,168 and close green, at least one solid candle close, we are bearish on the daily, hands down. You can't argue against it. You can't argue against the EMAs. You just can't. Okay, we need to start trading up at around the point of control for BTC, which currently sits at 94,041. It's right up here, and that also coincides with the 50 EMA at 93,699 at the moment. Okay? Guys, if you're enjoying the stream, got 5 people here, do appreciate you all. Don't forget to just drop a like on that stream. Easy and free to do, and it really does support the stream. Appreciate all of you for jumping in on this lovely Sunday, and I hope you've had a great weekend, and I hope that you're looking forward to a prosperous week ahead, whether it's you're going into a 9 to 5, you're doing your own business, maybe you're trading, whatever you're doing, okay, whatever you're going through, positive, negative, um, you know, I hope you're coming towards a good end of the year. And just know that, you know, we're here every day bringing you the Crow stream. If it helps you de-stress, talk a bit of shit, whatever. And yeah, get active in the chat. You know, we had a really good chat. We've had a few sessions where we've had some really good chats. Good people going on in the chat. Sometimes it's pretty quiet, but look, I come on here. I like being social. I like getting in on the chat. Bringing the energy. Fundamentally speaking, we've got a pretty big week in crypto ahead. Got a lot of data coming out. Got a lot of liquidity coming into the market too. So there's quite a bit going on. So yeah, as I said, you know, daily, not looking good, okay? So let's go down into the 4-hour for Crow. How long have we been streaming now? It's been streaming for about 31 minutes. Damn, time flies. So we'll run this for at least 45 minutes, maybe an hour. We'll see how we go. And guys, if you're in the stream and you want to win 1,000 Crow every single week, before we check out the 4-hour chart, I'm just going to let you know how to quickly get in on this competition, guys. All right, you basically got to just come over to the live stream chat here, pinned comment right here at the top, bitunix.com. Get signed up for free and make your first deposit. Deposit 200, get 40. Deposit 500, get 100. 1,000, get 200. 2,000, get 400, guys. Okay, and then basically after that, you deposit today. It's a Sunday. On Tuesday, you'll get your $400 bonus for free. If you deposit 2,000, trade with that for a week, keep the profits. Bitunix, guys, best exchange for Americans, hands down. No KYC, no VPN. All right, so super easy to keep everything nice and private, especially if you're doing like a lot of volume and things like that. And essentially, beyond that, yeah, I announce the winners every Friday. And if you are announced as the winner, I will get you to send me a screenshot of your unique user ID, a DM here at Satoshioki7, and copy paste your Crow wallet address, and I'll send you your Crow, okay, your 1,000 Crow every single week. So super easy to get involved, guys. And also, you can win a Rolex, guys. If you come over and do a lot of volume, you can win a Rolex. You can win over 100 USD worth of rewards, okay? Bitunix is like, hands down, guys, it's the only one we partner with because they just simply give away the best rewards in the space for exchanges. They give away good rewards, best customer service, best exchange for Americans, deepest liquidity, best spreads. Really, really good and easy to use, guys. And yeah, if you're doing a lot of volume as a trader, 5,000 Crow giveaway every month, same deal. We'll announce it at the end of the month. But come on over here to Bitunix and start trading. Again, the link is right here, pinned comment right at the top of the chat. Get signed up. Make your deposit, start trading from the following Tuesday after you deposit. Make that money, guys. Make that money. So, looking on 4-hour on Crow, will you enter short? I tell you what, I'm a little tempted to enter short on Crow, but I need to wait on that hourly close, I think. I just want to see what happens after that hourly close before I think about kind of entering there. Come on, guys, we've got 5 people watching, only 1 like. What is going on with everyone here? Everyone's real tight on the likes. Very tight on the likes tonight. What's going on? What's going on? It's all good, guys. I know we'll get there. I'm not going to give up. All right. So, and yeah. So, the 4-hour right here for BTC. Oof, you know. Again, rejection of 89,000. What's interesting is that, yeah, we got up to pretty much 89,000 almost within this last 4-hour candle. We've got an hour left on this 4-hour candle. But again, we got some weakness. Wicking through that big fat wick straight through that red line there. Ain't good. Ain't good, guys. Ain't good. That's not what we want to see at all. It's looking a little precarious right now. It really is for BTC. I don't know. Like, I hope I'm wrong, but I'm sensing a potential move down. You know, we could possibly be looking at 85,000 even if we, you know, if we break down, which that support's really important. So 85,000 here, I feel like, is a fantastic price if that holds. So long as we don't get like a free fall through 85,000, if we like hit 85,000, start rebounding, start building like a base of support above 85,000, then that's a fantastic level to get in, because you're going to get in 85,000. You're going to have a nice run back up to 90,000 towards the end of the year. And that's going to be a beautiful little trade for a 5x there. And that's precisely why over here on Bitunix, of course, I've got a nice fat trade set up at 84,450, also at, sorry, at 85,450, at 84,500, and at 86,550 as well. Okay, so I want to be tagged in to all of those. Let's refresh this there. I don't know why that arrow is kind of like still there doing that. Yeah. Open orders, yeah. I think I changed that Crow buy order. I think I want to buy in Crow a little cheaper. This is the... screw it. I think I'll just leave it there for now. So as you can see right here, we're dipping a little. 87.9. Let's go down to the 1 hour for BTC. The BTC, you can see it right here. The 1 hour is, yeah. The 1 hour is not looking good because we have just had a bearish MACD cross right here. Right here we had the bearish MACD cross, and that's why we had the dump from 88.5 all the way down. So that was based on the MACD cross. But we had a nice little recovery candle here. It's not too bad, but it hasn't. It looks like that it could just be a failed underside retest of the EMA cluster. We've got all the EMAs stacked here together. You can see it. The red, the grey, the orange, the blue line, all the EMAs kind of stacked together, and this could just be a failed underside retest. The RSIs are pretty much bang on neutral here. So not oversold, not overbought. Seeing if there's any kind of news that's popped up there for BTC specifically. Nothing really there. All right, let's jump down back onto Crow. Maybe just go check out the 15-minute chart. See what's going on the shorter time frame. Because, yeah, I have to say, like, a potential short is pretty interesting at the moment on Crow. I'm not saying I'm going to put it on, but I think there's a good chance we might have another move down, maybe on this 15-minute chart to the S1 support at 0.09401 cents. Very possible here. We just zoom this in a little. You can see here, right? So we broke down through the EMAs here. We broke down here, and then we came back up to test, but we haven't been able to... We've had that green volume coming up, but we haven't been able to get back up into these EMA clusters here. Okay? Haven't been able to do it. So look, there's a chance... You know, this is either a good spot to buy for a long, or to take a bit of a higher risk short here. But honestly, no, I take that back. You know, this is not, it's not a good place for a long because it's a bit late. A bit late. Obviously, we would have wanted to pick up the long here on this candle and taken that up. So we've missed the long there. Because right now, if we were to go long, we'd essentially be longing into this overhead pressure and this underside retest for bears. You know, bears are looking to get in right now on the 15-minute chart on an underside retest right now. That's how I'm seeing it. Right. So it's not too great. Getting a bit of a green candle here now for Crow. But yeah, they need a bit more action, need a bit more volume from BTC to the upside. We really do. We really do. There's not a lot going on right now. There really isn't. Alright, my chat just disappeared. That's better, guys. Have a look at that. We got 3 likes on the stream. That's what I'm talking about. 4 people watching, 3 likes. I can't complain with that. When I'm sitting there looking at, 0 likes, 1 like. Come on, guys. We got to do better than that. I'm out here putting my neck on the line. Come hell or high water for the Crow Bros, the Crow token. What's good? Appreciate everyone who's liked the stream. Appreciate that. But no, we got 4 people in here, so we could probably get that up to 1 more like. One of you mothers hasn't dropped a like on this just yet. So yeah, are we long? Are we short right now? What's the consensus? What's the probability? The probability right now, it's short. It's short. It just is. Okay. I mean, it doesn't mean it's going to happen. It doesn't mean it can't go long. But if you're to trade on the probability of what is going to happen next, and if you want to enter a trade now, if that's based on your own strategy, then you know the short is on the cards more so right here. The short is more so on the cards. It just is. I'm sensing a breakdown. I'm sensing a potential breakdown here. But again, what if BTC just says no? Because BTC can just do that. It can just say no. It can just come back, and that would just obviously invalidate the short. That would invalidate the short, for real. I am tempted to take the trade, but the thing is, the short could be a really nice profitable trade, but I've got my order set. I'm not sure if I'm going to be taking it, but I bet you there's a lot of people that'll be taking a short around here. I reckon there would be. I think there's a lot of people that are watching this 1 hour close. We're going to see how this closes on the 1 hour. This is going to be a big deal. You got a lot of eyes, a lot of eyes on the 1 hour time frame here for BTC, right? If we can't get a close, which I don't think we will, above 88,000, I mean, we could. It's going to be tight. It would have to close above 88,024 in the next 7 minutes. Could easily happen. Look, if we can finish above 88,023 in the next 7 minutes, I'd say that that reduces the risk of feeling confident going in on a short there for Crow or even BTC, but because we're talking about Crow in this example from the previous chart there. We'll check and see what happens, but the next 6 minutes and 56 seconds now are really important to see what happens here. If we do finish, say, here, then there's a chance we could start to dip lower and maybe lose this 100 EMA, which would be big. Losing the 100 EMA on the 1 hour, that would be really big. It really would. You can see here the last time we kind of lost the EMAs here. We lost it briefly, came back up above. You see? You can also see that we spent quite a bit of time respecting the S1 support level. There's a lot of buy pressure at 85,571, a hell of a lot. Very good chance we dip down there, but then also a really good chance that we bounce nicely once we get back there as well. I'd say there really is, guys. But yeah, I just think a lot of people just aren't trading. Well, we're pushing up now a bit. Okay, we're about 88,000 now. We're getting close. This is bulls are stepping in right here. Bulls are stepping in. Yeah, okay, we're getting a bit of a pump now. Yeah, getting a pump. We're above the 50 EMA. That's what I'm saying. This is sometimes what BTC can do. We've got 5 minutes left in the candle. I'm going to be hanging around this stream for at least an hour. Probably cut it on about an hour tonight. Because I want to see how this candle closes. See how Crow reacts to this. As you can see, Crow is reacting nicely as well. to this. Pivots, EMAs. Let's put the retracement back on. Oh, how come Oh, don't know what's happened with my plan. I do have the premium plan, but for some reason it's asking me to upgrade. I don't know why. That's weird. Very weird. Yeah, I actually paid for TradingView for the whole year because I had like a deal on, basically. Oh, okay, so now it's giving me my indicator back. Maybe it was just an error. Don't know. Might have been an error. Not sure. We got it back. Yeah, I just go on the basic plan for TradingView. The first paid plan's enough. I feel like these indicators are enough. EMAs, pivots, auto retracement or auto extension, that's 3, and you can have another 2. We just use the MACD and the RSI. I don't know, sometimes I feel like you use too many indicators and stuff, it's not necessary. You know, we can also occasionally look at trend lines and things like that, but honestly, like, some people, right, they just trade with Fibonacci lines and nothing else. So you can see here BTC, like, this is really important candle close right here on the hourly for BTC, you know. If we don't finish above 88.025, to me, the probability is that we're going back down. Doesn't mean we couldn't keep going up, but the probability based on data, based on what the traders will be seeing, the lack of traders, because the weekend's just super quiet right now. But the probability is that, yeah, we'll be going down if we don't finish above 88.026. It's tight. It's really tight. It's looking like a failed underside retest right now. If we could just get back up somewhere here, then that's good. But yeah, it'd be too risky to take a crow short right now. You'd want to be waiting for this candle to close. It's going to close in 2 minutes. The hourly for crow. Same kind of deal for the hourly for crow. I mean, we would have probably reclaimed the 100 EMA for crow here, but still need to claim 9521. No worries, Cuba. Have a good day tomorrow in Pangan, buddy. Nice, man. Appreciate you being here, bro. Thank you, sir. One minute left. Oof, it's going to be interesting. I'm sensing potentially a bit of a move here on Crow and BTC right now. Plug my charger in. All right, where we at? Where we at? Oi, this is tight. We're above it. We're above it. 42 seconds left. We are just above. If we can finish above 88.027, there is a chance that that Crow might have a nice move up. Okay, new candle. New candle opening. Yo, what's going on? Carriers Baradaran. Appreciate you for jumping in the stream. Do make sure you drop a like on the video if you guys haven't already. Would appreciate that. And yeah, thanks for commenting. How are you today, buddy? Okay, so we finished. Oh no, did we just finish below it? No way. Or did we finish above it? Oh my goodness, did we finish? Oh, did we finish one? Look at that. We finished just below it, man. And look, now BTC is responding with a bit of red. See that there? That matters. Even just that tiny detail there matters. The fact that we didn't finish above 88,024, we finished at like freaking 88,020, like $4 shy. We finished $4 shy. That could simply mean that we now go down to retest 87,873 now. Oh dear. Dear, dear, dear. That's wild. Absolutely wild. That is wild, guys. Yeah, look, I'm sensing some downward movement here. Sensing a bit of downward pressure right now. What is going on here? Huh. Alright guys, how long have we been streaming now? I'm going to have to wrap it up fairly soon. 51 minutes, yeah. Appreciate all the viewers that we've had. You guys have been great tonight. So yeah guys, you know, just do remember I stream every night, guys. I stream every night. You can see it right here. Every night I'm in streaming for you guys. Gonna keep that going. Bit of a battle to claim 88,000. Yeah, sometimes it's just like this, guys, you know, there's no trades on right now. There's no active trade on right now, I feel. Maybe some people are already in trades. You know, I'm sure there's people in trades, but they're just, you know, I feel like a lot of take profits probably haven't hit, a lot of stop losses haven't hit, because there just simply there hasn't been much volatility over the weekend here, which is, you know, okay, it's pretty normal. It's pretty normal, guys. Alright guys, I am going to wrap the stream up here. I appreciate all of you so much for being in the stream. I appreciate all of you for hitting the like button. It really does mean a lot. And I'm just going to leave you with how to jump into my 1,000 Crow weekly giveaway and my 5,000 Crow monthly giveaway before I do head off. It's super easy to do it with a limited time campaign. You basically get a deposit bonus for entering the competition. Okay, there's no better competition to get involved in. Simply go to my chat section here, and the pinned comment right at the top here is the Bitunix link. Okay, go ahead, click the link, get signed up. There's no KYC, no VPN, best exchange to use for Americans, hands down. And you can keep your trades private there, guys. Okay, if you don't want a KYC. All right. And over here, guys, if you go ahead and deposit, say for example, you deposit $2,000, you get $400 worth to trade with. Okay, that is insane. And it's Sunday today, so if you deposit today, you'll get that $400 bonus on the following Tuesday. The rewards always get paid out on Bitunix on the Tuesday. And then after that, you'll have a week to trade with that $400 plus your initial deposit. Don't deposit and then try and pull your initial deposit out. It doesn't work like that. You're going to void and lose your bonus. Okay, don't do that. Make your deposit, get your bonus on the Tuesday, trade for the week, keep your profits, and then go into the running to win 1,000 Crow. I announce the 1,000 Crow winner every Friday on every Friday stream with a unique user ID. If you're the winner, take a screenshot and send me a direct message at SatoshiAoki7, my X account here. Copy paste your Crow deposit address, and if I validate you as the actual winner, then congratulations on the last 3 winners, by the way. We've had 3 winners so far since starting these streams. If you are the winner of the 1,000 Crow, I'll send you that crow. Same deal for the month. If you come in and do the most trading volume, if you're one of the top 5 traders for the month, doing highest trading volume, you go into the running to potentially win Rolex watches, over hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of mystery boxes, which can all be claimed within the exchange. Plus, you go into the running to also win 5,000 crow at the end of the month, which I'll be announcing the winner in the same way. Again, guys, come on, deposit, trade, get your bonus. Links right there, bitunix.com, pinned at the top of the chat there. Any questions, do let me know. How is crow going? Looks like we're breaking down a little bit. So yeah, this is spelling a bit of trouble here. You know, if we do get a bit of a breakdown below this kind of blue line right here, this is going to spell some trouble. Can't lie, it's going to spell some trouble right here. It really is. BTC, see, we didn't quite get the finish we wanted. I told you we are going to get rejected off here, and it's done exactly what I said it was going to do. Look at this. Look at this. Okay, we didn't finish above that orange line, so it's come down and it's tested the blue line. We're trading between the EMAs right now. Okay, it's come down to 87,856. So really, for the next 53 minutes, what we'd be looking for on the hourly chart is we'd be looking for the price to stay above 87,856. Okay, but what we really want, what's more important than this, is the weekly close. Guys, the weekly close, which I've been mentioning a few times on the stream, we do need that weekly close to definitely stay above 85,000. Okay, we need that weekly close for BTC to stay above 85,000. Otherwise, we're going to be in a lot of trouble. It's as simple as that. We are going to be in a lot of trouble, guys. So, guys, got 8 people in the stream. Really appreciate you watching. If you're a part of the Crow fam, then don't hesitate to drop a like on the stream. It's free to do and will really help me out on the stream. And if you want to learn how to win 1,000 crow, just rewind the stream about 3 minutes and you'll see, because I just mentioned it there. Appreciate all of you for being here. What's going on, Heats Core 77? Appreciate you jumping in the chat, bro. Good to have you here. Looking pretty precarious, mate. The market's low volume. Low volume, weekly close. Got to close above 85K. Yeah, pretty interesting to say the least. Well, it hasn't really been that interesting. It's been pretty dull. The BTC 15-minute chart, we've just tested the support one at 87,881 and had a bounce off of this orange line here. See here, we had a bounce off of this orange line, that pivot point. So what's interesting here is the 2.618 Fibonacci extension level. This is where a lot of buyers stepped in around here. So we've got a lot of buy pressure at 87.5 right here. That's a pretty nice buy zone, okay? That would have been a pretty good spot to buy in, right? Not a bad buy zone at all. I've still got my order set a little bit lower than that. Yeah, good to have you guys here. Good to have you here. Good to have you here. Appreciate it. Doing okay, bro. Doing okay. Not doing too bad. Yeah, so definitely BTC. We got to stay above 87,881 on the shorter time frame there. Got to stay above 87,881. Very important we stay above that. Okay. Crow still kind of just hanging on to this 100. EMA really hanging on there. Hanging on big time. The Vault Crew. We got the Vault Crew in the chat. Let's go. Let's go, Vault Crew. Let's get it going. Let's get it moving. Yeah, really low volume right now, guys. Low volume. Not a heap going on here. So, guys, if you're in the stream, appreciate you. Feel free to drop a like on it. And just remember, we stream every night, guys. We stream every day. We bring you the Crow technical analysis, the BTC technical analysis, all for free. We trade over on Bitunix. If you do want to win 1,000 Crow every week, make your deposit here. Sign up with the link here, pinned in the chat right at the top. It's free to do it. Claim your deposit bonus next Tuesday. After depositing here, deposit 2,000, get 400 back next Tuesday, and go into the running to win 1,000 Crow. I announce the winner every Friday. Easy to do it, guys. And join what is, I think we have 75 people strong now on the trading team, guys. 75 strong. We're going to be looking to do a lot more juicy giveaways, increasing the prize money and things like that. So this is just the start, guys. This is just the start. We're looking to build it up a lot more from here. And yeah, like I've been saying a little bit in the last sort of 20 minutes of the stream, you know, BTC's got to hold the line here. Yeah, man, BTC's got to hold the line. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a move down to 85k for BTC pretty soon. I think probability is looking that way. What you can see here is what is so far a failed underside retest on the last two candles on the 15 minute on the 200 EMA, which is definitely some short-term bearishness. So it really depends. Right now, looking closely at what's going on in the 15-minute chart here, you can see this. You've got this grey line here, the 200 EMA. It's either we break above that or we break below this S1, 87,881, the pivot point S1 support there. It's looking like we break below and maybe test 87.5 again, and then maybe we find even more buyers at 87.5, and then we start to work our way back up through the EMAs, or we break back through down 87.5 and could drop a lot further. These are the support levels here, all of these orange lines. We've also got the we got that extension. Let's put on the retracement. This is basically where, so this is basically where we've got a lot of buyers stepping in here. Got a lot of buyers stepping in. Yeah, I don't know. I've got my order set, guys. I got my order set. You know, like I said, I've got my Crow order set at 0.08894. I got orders, I'm laddering in 86,550, 85,450, 84,500. So I'm waiting for the price to come to 86,550 to go for my first buy. What's up, Fit in Crypto? Thanks for jumping in the chat tonight, brother. Good to have you here, bro. I'm actually towards the tail end of the stream, brother, but you can rewind to check out the whole stream, my bro. But yeah, we've been streaming for about an hour. Might stick around just for a little bit longer, but yeah, despite how boring the market has been in terms of volatility, there's not a whole lot of volatility. It is the weekend. It is Sunday. You know, we got to go out and enjoy our lives. Enjoy what money we have, right? Enjoy whatever gains maybe we have from trading the previous week, trading the year. You know, we've got Christmas coming up in a few days. But you already know I'm going to be here on Christmas. I'm not even taking Christmas off. So that's cool. No worries, bro. Appreciate that. So yeah, right now, 88,000. You know, we got 88,000. It's a big, strong, round number. You know, we've been playing around with 88,000 for BTC the whole weekend. We got to get above 88,000 right now. Like, hanging around here, like at 87,900, this ain't good. This ain't good. We got to get up above 88. Like, we got to get up there. You slept in a bit. Nice one, bro. Nice. I can't sleep in anymore, bro. Not with a couple kids. But hey, kids are a privilege, you know. Good to get up early. But you know, do you know what it is for me now when I sleep in? Don't get me wrong, I love a sleep in. I fucking love a sleep in, but it's like, damn, like even like if I have like sleepless night, right? Which I have many of now because I've got a newborn. You know, it's just like even if I just sleep in like 30 minutes more than I should, I just can't. I just feel, and I'm tired. I'm tired. Like I'm shattered as well. Like I'm not one of these ones. Oh yeah, fucking just bounce out of bed 6, 7 a.m. Nah, fuck all that. Like that ain't me. Like I'm shattered. I'm shattered, bruv. But I just feel this tremendous guilt, and I just have to get my ass out of bed. But look, it's all good. You know, this is first world problems. I'm grateful. I'm a grateful human being. I'm grateful for being here, able to stand up at my standing desk, guys. I don't like sitting down. Okay, I like to stand up at the desk. Sitting down is one of the biggest killers, guys. Okay, sitting down is going to reduce your lifespan straight up. So, you know, get off your ass. Don't sit too much. Even if you've got a desk job, get a fucking standing desk. So you can see right here, BTC, yeah, let's go back over to Crow. Let's see how Crow's going. It's not looking, you know, it's not looking super amazing. I'm in California, so coffee time, awesome. I bet you, how's the coffee over in California? I bet you've got some pretty good baristas. I'm used to pretty good coffee in Melbourne. In Thailand, there are good baristas and coffee places, not where I live. I basically live in the desert, in the Thai desert, but, you know, when we go Bangkok and like down south, you can occasionally find like some good coffee shops and good baristas, but yeah, not super easy to come by, but they do exist. They are around. Yeah, you know, I'm not liking how this 1 hour chart's looking for Crow. If you're a bear, this is looking potentially profitable. I just feel like there's a good chance we do something like this. I feel like we come down maybe 2.4%. Some spots are great, but most suck. Okay. Yeah, pretty standard, pretty standard. Well, I guess so long as you know the good ones, eh? Are you gonna you make your coffee from home normally? Go out, mixture of both? How does it go? What do you pay for a coffee there as well, by the way? Quite curious to know that. Yeah, so look, this could easily do something like, I feel like it's gonna do something like this. I feel like it's gonna do something like that. The only way that that doesn't happen is if BTC gets its act together and gets back, and you can see right now, it doesn't look like it's getting its act together at all on the 15-minute chart. Remember what I just said to you guys. Guys, if you just remember what I just said, I said it's a battle between the grey line and this orange line, and right now we've broken down past the 87,881, and I think we're going to be heading down to 87.5 right here. I think we're heading to 87.5, guys. Unless BTC can really get its act together right now. But yeah, I think I have to say, I think we might be going down. I think a short could be in play here. $6 to $10. Damn. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's pricey, dude. Fuck that. Yeah, you want to be investing in your own machine at that point, for sure. So basically, I can go out to a barista here where I live, and I can get I don't get me wrong. I like when I go out and stuff. If I get one out, I'll go like an oat latte or an oat flat white or something. But um, but normally when I'm just grinding, I just go Americano black. But I can get Americano for 40 baht, which is just over $1 US. Yeah, just over $1 US there. Boss Fam TV, good morning, brother. Appreciate you jumping in the chat, bro. Good to have you here. Guys, I do appreciate you all for being in the stream. I really do appreciate the fact we got 7 likes on the stream. That's really nice. Let's see if we can get this stream up to 10 likes because it really does help me out. It's free. just take a moment to do it. Whether you're on your phone, you can just hit that X button, go out, like, come back in. On your desktop, it's easy to see it as well. But yeah, if you don't mind, just you could take a moment to hit the like button. It basically means that the stream can get a bit more exposure. I can get a bit more traction, and you know, I can feel like maybe, you know, maybe I can be a streamer. Maybe I can be a streamer. I don't know. I'm feeling a breakdown on Crow right here. I'm actually surprised it hasn't dumped more on the 1 hour just yet. I'm surprised it hasn't dumped more. I really am. I feel like something like this might happen. I feel like it's holding pretty well considering what's happening with BTC. Like, because BTC is like really dropping right now. I'm actually kind of shocked that Crow. I'm pretty like, you know, I'm pretty shocked that Crow's not dropping. We might even take a cheeky, short on Crow. I'll set a Titan validation. Might set it like here, 9,530. Chuck $50 on it. Sorry, not long, short. So we'll open a short. This is just a gamble, guys. Might not hit, but whatever. This is just an emotional gamble. We're going to be doing a bit. We're going to have one stream where we're dedicated more to this during the week, at least one, maybe more. Just seeing, like, depending on whether you guys like it. But basically, I'm going to be streaming. We're either going to go Thursday. We're either going to go Thursday night or Friday night. And I'm going to have a friend of mine who's going to be coming on, and we're basically going to, stream together, and we're going to do some more shorter term, like scalp trades, a bit more higher risk, trades. And then if you guys are enjoying that, we get some good feedback, then we'll get a bit more of those going during the week. So we'll jump in this active trade on Crow. I'll set a little take profit. It's only $1.80 loss if we lose it, you know, just to test it out. We'll see where the market goes. But I just feel like I feel like BTC's getting bought up now, but I don't know. I feel like we're going lower. I really just feel like Crow is gonna revisit this at least. So maybe I'm gonna set it just here, just above the S1 support, 9,405. Let's see what happens. 0.09405. So if that hits, that'll be like, and we'll confirm that for now. Actually, I might set it a little lower just because, yeah, we'll monitor it, because I might actually base it on the 1 hour. Yeah, I saw that we weren't on the 1 hour. I'll set it at 9,208. 9,208. Yeah, so if we get to 9,208, that'll be it'll be a 13% win, which will be a $6.70 win. If we lose, it'll be a $1.80 loss. I like my odds there. Look, quite frankly, like I hope I'm wrong. You know, I hope I'm wrong. I'll happily take the $1.80 loss there, and let's have the markets move up. You know, but I don't know. I can't go against my instinct and the data. Like this, that's the thing with trading. Like the data right now really does suggest that we're going to see some downward pressure. You know, it does. To me, I feel like it may not go all the way this low. Who knows? It might just sink straight through and keep going. But I do think that before we go back up, I just think that we're going to go a bit lower. based on the data and the instincts. But who knows? It doesn't always go that way. Sometimes the data will stack, the instinct will stack one way, and then it just goes the other way. But right now, this is like, it's not. This is objectively bearish for BTC on the 15-minute. Okay, it's objectively bearish. You can't deny it. We are down below the first S1 support at 87,881. Okay, you can't deny that. So look at here. Look at it here. So we've got 4 minutes left in this candle, right? Well, we need to see for BTC to turn bullish on the 15-minute again. Definitely what we need to see is a price close really above 87,900. We're not far off it because, you know, we're at 87,841. But these small 10, like every dollar counts here, especially on these lower time frames. Every dollar does really count here. It really does add up. You know, it really does. So let's see. Let's see what happens here. Very interesting to see what happens here. What happens next? Alright guys, just bringing my chat back up again. My chat keeps disappearing. One day I'll have a proper setup. Right now I'm just got my chat on my phone, on my iPhone. Getting overheated because I'm like putting on my charger. Actually it's on 78% battery. I think I'll leave it plugged in. Yeah, heat's cool, bro. You know, I hope BTC pumps too, you know, guys. Yeah, I'm tired of it. You know, I want us back at all-time highs. Pamp it, boys. 100%, guys. 100%. How's that trade looking? Down 0.26. Down 16 cents. It's alright. It's alright. I've done pretty well this month trading, guys. I've done alright. Definitely done better than last month. But we've been up the last 2 months, which has been good. So I'm happy to put on a little short here. It's only a small short, guys. $50 margin. Nothing wrong with that. And look, I believe it's valid. I believe a short's valid here. I predict we get something like this. Let's see if it plays out. We got 2 minutes left. So I feel like, again, it's always about probability, right? When you're trading, it's always about, okay, what's the probability of it going up versus down? Confirmations, etc. If in the next 1 minute and 45 seconds we close here below 87,881, the probability is we should keep going down. Okay? However, what I would say is it would need to close a second candle after this. It would need to close a second candle after this. So basically, once this one closes in a minute, this would be called the underside break. You call it a breakthrough. Call it a breakdown if you like, but we're bearish on it, right? So it's breaking down below this orange line, close. Okay, so that's a breakdown. People might call it breakthrough. I'm just going to say breakdown because it's moving down. So we've got a breakdown. Okay, look, we'll just keep it simple. We'll call it breakthrough. So we've got a breakthrough. Okay, but we need another candle at least before we can get like some real confirmation. And before we get that confirmation, usually what we'll see is a green candle underside retest of this line here. So again, I know I keep saying it, but it's all about this 87,881 line right here. What are your thoughts on Lion token fit in crypto? I do have a little bit of Lion token. I don't have a lot, nowhere near as much as my Crow bag. I think that it's kind of like, I think it's kind of set itself as like the blue chip meme in a sense of the Crow ecosystem. I think loaded lions are a solid NFT. Main City is obviously like a real good little like niche. It's a good little niche, isn't it? I used to play it a bit in the start, but it was just a bit too boring for me, and I just wasn't really into it. Thing is, gaming is one of my hobbies, so not that I do any right now, but usually I get a bit more time free and stuff, I do like to game. I like gaming. And yeah, so main city was just a bit boring for me. But look, I think it's worth holding a little bag, mate. Yeah. I think it's worth holding a little bag. I think it's at some real lows now. I think it's a good buy. So see what's happening right now. So we've got to close, and we're having a retest, having a green candle retest. So this theoretically would be a great spot to buy if this closes again below the orange line. That's really the confirmation of what you want to buy. But we're going to see what happens here. Okay, we're going to see what happens here. We're getting a nice green candle coming up here. I think my invalidation is going to be set at, yeah, our invalidation is set quite high. Set up a little bit higher. I got it pretty tight there. Didn't want to leave too much room because I knew it was a high risk entry, right? So that's the thing, like, because I knew this was a high risk entry, I wanted to enter early to potentially profit more, but it means that there's a high chance that I get stopped out. But I'm not willing to lose too much on the trade in case BTC does pump and the market does reverse. So I go in with a small margin, go in with a tight stop. I lose $1.80. I've already made a few hundred this month, so what's $1.80? I can make an extra $6 while on stream if it goes the right way short, which probability is looking like it still will, I think. Right? But you never know. BTC having an look, it's having an okay move, but this is meaningless unless it wicks through this grey line. Okay? Even if it gets right up to the grey line, it needs to get through it. This is not, this is nothing right now. Because see what happened here? See what happened here? Breakdown. Green candle, 1, 2, 3, 4, failed underside retest, back down. So we're going up for a second underside retest right now. Okay. So this is often the kind of behavior where if this does fail, we could be seeing a very fast drop down towards this 87,441 for BTC. Okay. Let's see it. As you can see, there's already some bearish bears are already, you can see it. See this right here? Bears are already defending this grey line here. The 200 EMA, guys. This is a big deal. This is a big resistance now. Okay. This grey line is sitting a base of support for the shorts right now. This 88,000 level is now becoming a level of resistance for longs. It was a level of support for bulls. For longs, it was a level of support. Bulls, longs, you know what I mean. But now it's turning into a resistance. Can you see it? You see it. It's turning into a resistance right now. Got 8 people in the stream. Really do appreciate you guys being here for the Crow fam. Let's try to get this stream up to, what do you reckon? We've got 7 likes. Let's try to get it up to 10 likes. Take a moment to jump out, like the stream. Appreciate all of you in here right now, guys. Vault Inu to the top. Let's go. Do I think Lion could catch up with Crow? I don't think so, dude. I don't think so. But I think he could get some good market share. I don't think it does. I think there's some room for some high moving meme coins like Pepe, Do, Shib, Pengu. I think it can look. I still think it can be a good play though for sure for in crypto. I think it's worth holding. I do. I think it's worth holding. Yeah, so like I said, I said it before, this is not, this is just a bit of a battleground on the lower time frames here. We've got 10 minutes left in this candle. If we don't break above the grey line, nah, kind of meaningless. I mean, I hope we do break above the grey line. Like, I don't care about this short. I don't care about losing $1.80. And this is just me. Like again, I still think we're going a little. I think we're going a little down a little further before we go up. You know that's what the probability says. It doesn't mean it's going to happen though. Doesn't mean it's going to happen. All right. But we're gonna play it out here on Bitunix and see how we go. Haha. Crow ship vault, please. Yeah, 100%. 100%. So the 15-minute chart. I say this is not, in my opinion, right now, based on the technicals here. The 15-minute chart for Crow is looking like dog shit right now. Looking like dog shit. Just can't get above these EMAs right here. Struggling, man. See, we wicked up to there. It couldn't even get up to it for a touch. The thing is, even if we see wicks through, even then it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to break back through. Like weakness. Trying to see if I can find a example here. Like here. Here's an example back here, right, just to show you. Wick through, but still didn't manage to break through. There was a lot of sell-off there. It is dog shit, mate. I was in Saitama when Volt came out. That's amazing. Volt is doing well. Yeah, Volt's in a good spot to buy right now. It's at some lows. So it's definitely not at a bad spot to buy. That's for sure. Definitely not at a bad spot to buy. How are we looking? How are we looking with Crow right now? It's just slow, mate. There's just not a lot of movement. Not a lot of movement going on here. How long we've been streaming? Been streaming for 1:30. Yeah, no, it's been a good stream. Really appreciate everyone on here. Been a good little stream tonight. Started a little slow. Okay, look at this. So BTC on the 15-minute. Okay, see this? Strong green candle, right? But will we wick through? What we'd want to see for bulls, we want to see that wick through to start to show some weakness. We want the wick through. We might get it here. Yep, it looks like we're going to get a little wick through. Yep, here we go. We've got a wick through. We've got a wick through. Let's see if bears step in here. This is what it comes down to. Nice wick through for BTC. Really nice. But can it hold this 88k level? This is a huge, huge battle zone right now. Massive. It really is a massive battle zone. Need to hold that level. Yes, would appreciate that. Yes, happy birthday. Volt hit the 4th year birthday this week. Let's go, Volt. Appreciate that, boss fam. Yes, if you're new, do like, sub, hit notifications, reshare. Do it. Do it all. 8 likes, appreciate that, guys. Maybe we can get this up to 10 likes. That would be pretty good. So yeah, as I said before, guys, we're going to be running, starting off with one night a week, either Thursday or Friday, where we come on here, and there's going to be 2 of us, and my bro Zah, he's going to be running through, and taking you guys through some sort of higher risk scalp trades. So if you guys want to come on here on your Bitunix accounts and join in with the trading, the live trades, then that's what you can do. You can come on and get into some trades. They're not going to be ridiculous, like probably not like on the 1 minute time frame or anything, because the stream's always on a little bit of a delay, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure out how we do it. It'll be a bit of fun. Yeah, man, you can use Bitunix. Yeah, you can. Canada, I'm not sure. I think you can. But yeah, just try sign up. Try get signed up, man. Link to sign up Bitunix. It's just a pinned comment right there. Pinned comment at the top of the chat there. Easy to get signed up. Because yeah, there's no KYC. You know, no VPN required. I haven't had any issues from Americans, Canadians. I believe I had one Canadian sign up, so I think it's okay. I think it's okay. And yeah, guys, we've got the limited time deposit bonus set in place, guys. It's the best deposit bonus, guys, you know. Deposit at least 200 to get the bonus. So you deposit 200, get 40 back, deposit 500, get 100 back, deposit 1,000, get 200 back, deposit 2,000, get 400 back. I've announced, I think, I've given away 3 or 4,000 Crow already since doing these streams, and I announce the winner every single Friday. So again, all you have to do is get signed up with that link right there, the pinned chat there right at the top in the chat section. Then once you signed up, you don't need a KYC or any of that crap. You don't have to do that. Just make your deposit. So for example, if you deposit your $2,000 today, it's Sunday, then on Tuesday you can claim your 400. You can't just pull your 2,000 out. You've got to leave it in there while you're trading with your 400 in your futures account. If you pull it out, you're going to lose that bonus. They'll give you a warning though, okay? They'll say to you like you're going to lose the bonus basically. So you deposit the 2,000, get the 400 back, trade for a week from Tuesday, and you keep all the profits. I mean, that's freaking awesome. You know, me and my wife made a couple grand on it initially when we got in, just from the bonus. So I maxed out and just went to 2,000, and it was really, really good. If you're someone that's coming in as well, trading high volume, all right, you can win over 100k prizes from mystery boxes. I've won a few hundred from that myself. You can get Rolex watches, and also you can enter in to win 500 Crow every single, 5,000 Crow every single month. 500 bucks worth at the moment. I'm giving away as well. That's at the end of every single month. And yeah, once I announce you as the winner, you just come over here to my X account. Satoshioki7 is my X account down the bottom there. And basically just send me a DM. Right, this is my X account here, and you send me a DM, a screenshot of your unique user ID, which I'll announce on stream, and send me a copy paste of your Crow deposit address, and I'll deposit your winnings. I'll deposit your Crow. So yeah, go ahead, get signed up. Easy for you to do it, get paid to do it. Bitunix.com right there. Come join the team. So yeah, as you can see, so yeah, market's just dumped, and we're up on our Crow trade now, 0.63%. Obviously, I'm going to be focusing, I'm going to try as much as I can to always focus on the percent that we're up on the trade. Obviously, I've entered in with just $50, so this is like a small amount, but 0.63%, guys, that's not a bad little trade there, even if you took profit there. So I'm not going to take profit there because I've only put in $50, even at 5x. So I've got our take profit set at $6.70, which $6.70, hey, Fit in Crypto, that's almost a coffee, bro. Maybe not quite. In Cali. But yeah, it looks like we're having a dump on Crow here. You can see it. We're breaking down. I'm telling you guys, as I said, like it's not looking good. Not looking good, and again, this could reverse. I could be wrong about my instincts, but you can't deny what the TA says, guys. I'm not making this stuff up, right? I'm just going by what the data says. I'm not letting emotions come into this. I'm just going off of the data, and the data still says that Crow is likely, more likely than not, like over 50% chance likely to come down and test at least 9401. That's just what it says. You know, I don't make the rules, guys. This is just what traders follow. Traders follow pivot points. They follow EMAs. They trade off EMAs. They trade off. Um, they trade off Fibonacci. Let's refresh that. My chart's tripping out a bit. That's better. My chart was just tripping out a bit there. I don't know what was going on with that fib. Why have I lost my RSI? Give me back my RSI. Got my RSI, MACD, my fib, pivots, EMAs. Yeah. Just like make that a bit more. Yeah, see right now so what I have here on TradingView is the auto fib retracement, and that's a tool where it just does the retracement automatically. It just sets up the Fibonacci automatically, so I don't have to pull it out manually. And basically, it gives us the buy zones. All right, so we're coming up onto a deep buy zone right now, which can also act as a support level at 0.236 right here. That's basically 0.09448. So it's possible we see a bounce here, and maybe that gives us enough momentum to push back up through the EMAs, but don't know. I still think we might do a double bottom test before reversing. BTC, so you can see it right here now. This is just, to me, this just looks like if BTC on the 15-minute chart right here doesn't kind of break through this 200 EMA on the next one or two 15-minute candles, then mate, I think we see a move down to 87.5. So we lose about $400 on the price. I think we'd have a big move of, well, 0.5%. Not 0.5%, sorry. Yeah, 0.46%. 0.46%. Just a thought, if you reach out to Fulcrum Finance on the Cronos chain, it's a leverage platform. Maybe you can get a sponsorship. I appreciate it fit in crypto. Yeah, I've heard of Fulcrum, I think. I think the thing is with Bitunix, I like to, I just genuinely believe, look, I made money off, I made like a few K, me and my wife, off using the the original Bitunix deposit. The trading bonus, went on and landed a few good BTC trades with the deposit bonus, made some good money. They give away like money incrementally. I just think out of any exchange that I've used, and trust me, I've used a lot, been in crypto from 2017, I just think Bitunix has the best offers. The deposit bonuses, I just think that it's got the best deposit bonus. I think it's got the best rewards. They give away Rolexes if you're doing high volume, right? So, because trust me, like I get emails from all the exchanges wanting to partner up and all of this. So it's not like, I get them from everyone. Binance, Mexi, like the whole lot. BitGet. Someone messaged me tonight even. I won't name the exchange. Well, just because out of respect to him, because we're still talking about it. But likelihood is I won't do anything with that. So I'm very much like just transparent. Like I just think Bitunix has the best deals right now for my users. That's why I promote it. They don't pay me a retainer or anything. I just make cash off trading fees, same like any exchange. And I reinvest that into the stream. I reinvest that into the giveaways that I give you guys, right? So like most of the money that I get from referrals, I'm just reinvesting by giving that away every week and every month. But yeah, I hope sort of as the stream grows, we get more traders on, bigger traders, make more cash, and I can think of ways to like expand and basically just reinvest in the stream. Because I've always wanted to do, I've been on and off streaming on the crypto for a while. I was doing some streaming on I've got a gaming channel as well, but I don't have time for that right now. That's more of a passion project rather than, one to make money. Obviously with the trading, I trade myself. I can make money trading myself, eventually make money from kind of like affiliates and stuff like that. But yeah, anyway, I don't know. I just think Bitunix is the best. I think they got the best offers. I think this trading bonus, deposit bonus is a real winner, in my opinion. Yeah. Yeah, see if you can use it, bro. See if you can use it. Try get that bonus and just see how you go. So yeah, the Crow trade, we're up 0.52%. 21 cents. Let's get it. But hey, if you were trading with like a big account there and you shorted, that'd be alright. You know what I mean? I'm pretty happy we streamed a bit earlier tonight. Got the kids to bed a bit earlier, got everything done a bit earlier. Went out. I actually picked up my Christmas tree today. I know it's the 21st. I know you meant to set up the tree like at the start of December. I'm personally like, I'm not a Christmas guy. I couldn't give a rat's ass about it. But with the kids and the wife, you know, the wife had a really Christmas, you know, Christmas is very meaningful to the wife. Um, she, you know, in terms of having positive experiences in her upbringing, she didn't have. There was a lot of negative experiences basically in her upbringing, and but the few positive ones were very much associated around Christmas. I also had lovely Christmases growing up, but I couldn't give a shit about anything other than just getting presents. Only child, just give me those presents. Like I don't give a shit. It's just give me the presents, and that's it. You know, I don't care about much else. Do you know what I mean? The Christmas spirit and all of this. Like, don't get me wrong, I respect it. I respect it, and in the end, you know, I think no matter who it is, you know, if it's time that you can spend with your family away from the phones, and you can, yeah, be with your family, play board games, eat nice food, have presents, be with each other. Who cares? I mean, obviously it's a big marketing ploy, and businesses and stuff make money off it. And some people might say, "Oh no, you know, we don't do Christmas because you know, we don't want to give away into capitalism and the marketing." I don't give a shit about. I mean, I'd believe that. I mean, because you can't deny it. Like that is the truth of it. It is just business at the end of the day. But you know, there's a difference between knowing what it is and not allowing it to impact happiness of yourself and others, get in the way when, come on, man, like life's short, let's just enjoy ourselves kind of thing, even if we know the truth. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm not going to pretend I'm not going to pretend it's something different. You know, it is what it is. But because I got the two kids and I got the missus, and I'm also like I'm cool to celebrate. Like it's fine. I'm not, you know, I'm happy to celebrate it. Um, so we'll celebrate it. But we did get the tree a bit late. Just a little tree. It's a real tree though, little one. Because they don't really do Christmas over here in Thailand as well. It's not really so much of a thing. Well, look at this. Crow making a move back up. But again, this is nothing. It's meaningless unless we break through the red line. Telling you. So if you still think we're short here, this is a great little spot to enter. Underside retest of the 20 EMA and the overall EMA cluster. This is theoretically a really nice buy-in right here if you're bearish. Definitely not if you're bullish. You'd want to wait. If you're bullish, you want to, well, you're not going to be bullish, but you know, if you're bearish here, but you'd want an order around here. If you wanted to enter in aggressively for a long, you might set an order at 9401. Something like that. Oh, yes, guys. 9 likes. Appreciate all ya. Still got 6 people here. That's cool. Can we get one more? What do you reckon? Get into double digits? Get one more like on this one? I know there's one of y'all at least that are watching this that hasn't liked it yet. See, look at this. Look at this. Still, look, the bears here, they're still in control. This is not... All this is right now is just bears just beautifully defending the underside. That's all it is. Okay, we're not even seeing a wick through. BTC is a little different. In fact, BTC is actually looking, it's looking all right here. We've cleaned out the 200, but we need to close above the 200. So I'll tell you what, if BTC can close above this grey line right here, that's going to be our first confirmation breakthrough on the 15-minute confirmation. Sorry, it's going to be a breakthrough. And then the second candle after that, we'd need a second close above the grey line. And that'll be a confirmation. And then if we get that, well, then the probability changes. Probability changes to a bit more bullish. Yep, we're moving. We're moving. We're back at 88,133. Yeah, no worries, Fit in Crypto. No worries. Let me know how you get on with it. So you can see here on BTC, it's had a really good push right up to 88,209, which is the P point of control. So point of control is like the real heavy one, right? That's why you've seen a huge sell-off here. Look at that. See? Because there's a lot of sellers up here. This is crazy. You got crazy amount of sell pressure here from bears, guys. You got point of control. You got 50 EMA. You got 100 EMA. Plus you got 20 EMA. Plus you're now dealing with the 200 EMA. This is going to be really hard for BTC to get back up above this level. I'm telling you right now. It's going to be really hard. See, look at all those gains just wiped out. And we might, I bet you we're back in a profit on CRO, maybe. Not quite, still down. Oh no, CRO hasn't really reacted to that yet. CRO's still having a nice bit of green movement. I'm not buying it though. I'm not buying it. I think that we come down still. I do think that we come down still on CRO, but hey, if this trade doesn't close tonight, because I'm probably going to wrap up the stream pretty soon, make sure you jump in tomorrow's stream to see how my $50 trade went. I mean, it's technically a you know, a $250 trade. 5 times 5 is 25, 250, $50. Ah, gee whiz. So yeah, normally I do a bit of fasting, you know. I do intermittent fasting, so I usually will eat. I try not to eat beyond 5 p.m. and then I'll eat again at like maybe 10 or 11. And then I'll try and do also like a weekly 24-hour fast and a monthly 3-day fast. Haven't been on it though last few months. Been feeling like shit, but definitely going to be trying to get back on the health, get back onto that. Setting into a bit of a routine here back at home. Back in the desert of Thailand, back in Isan. I don't love it here, but it is what it is. It's cheap rent. It's cheap rent while I'm, you know, investing into a housing project in Koh Phangan and focusing on the trading and just keep more money in crypto, you know what I mean? Yep. Yeah, not super volatile, guys. Again, if we just go check out the daily chart, really low volatility. See, even still, even with the moves we've had, look at these last 2 days. The volatility compared to here, compared to the last week, has just been super duper low. But I think as we get into Monday, we might see a bit more action, a bit more action. Been streaming for 1 hour 48, almost 2 hours on the stream. Now, I really appreciate all you guys here. But we are going to wrap this one up pretty soon, guys. Going to wrap it up pretty soon. Crow's just like still floating around here. It's still trying to like do its thing, you know. Still trying to do its thing. Alright guys, you know, I think I'm going to wrap that one up here. It's been a great stream. I've really appreciated everyone who's jumped in the chat. If you haven't liked the stream already, please do take a moment to hit that like button, subscribe. turn notifications on, because I stream Crow every day. We're the only channel on YouTube that does this kind of thing every day, where we bring you Crow-focused technical analysis as well as BTC, and give you the raw, unbiased, no BS take on the broader markets. Right now, I think that, yeah, just to summarize, I do think Crow might have a move down towards like the 9410 cent level. Okay, before coming back up. I think that there's a good chance, might not happen, but I think there's a good chance BTC might test 85,000 before coming up towards 90,000 again. 85,000 though is the level that we need to stay above. If we break down below 85,000, that's going to be trouble. We really do need to close the weekly well and truly above 85,000, because that weekly close is coming in just under 8 hours. So we need to close above 80,000, above 85,000 definitely. We need to be like, ideally we need to be like around about here, 87, 88,000, to just really make sure we stay away from 85,000. 85,000 is the 100 weekly EMA. Really important we do stay above that. It's a little nerve-wracking. We've shown a bit of weakness into it. It's certainly not super bullish, but yeah. Thanks, Fit in Crypto. Well, look, if you want to know about more about my life in Thailand, mate, I've actually got a. In fact, I'll put it in the chat right now. Go subscribe to my travel YouTube. I'm about to put a video out, bro. Maybe I'll just send you the. Maybe I'll just send you the. Hold on a minute. Let me send you, and I mean anyone else as well. I mean, I'm not, you know, I'm not directly shilling my travel channel by any means, but for anyone that does want to check out my travel focused content, then I will share it here. I'm about to put out a video pretty soon. I've got a video, just finished editing a video for that. My travel channel is more of a passion project kind of thing, rather than about making too much money. I mean, I do want to make money from it eventually, but I'm not really making, it's monetized, but I'm not making any money from it right now. But that's my travel channel if you want to check it out. Yeah. Ha, shill away. Nah, yeah. Appreciate it, bro. No worries. It's all good stuff anyway. Well, I think it's all honest, good stuff, so. Yeah, God, how boring. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, you can see it right here. So, wait, is this? Yeah, this is a 15-minute. Yeah, so you see we've just opened up. See, so just before I go, again, see what I'm saying here, right? So see how I said this is meaningless, this move up here? That's meaningless unless it breaks through, and then we've opened up with red. BTC on the 15-minute. Yeah, see, can you see this? I'm telling you guys, like the EMAs, right? They're powerful to get readings off. Look at that. We had the wick all the way through right up to the top of the EMA cluster, but we still closed down below and failed to close above that 200 EMA. And this next one has been out for 4 minutes, this next 15-minute candle, and it's not looking great. What I'd say, I mean, that is technically a sign of weakness for the EMAs, that big, massive wick through, but it's also signifies or suggests that there is huge sell pressure, which there is. I mean, we don't need to guess that. We already knew that before it happened. We already knew that before that wick came through, because of all the resistance ahead. The pivot point of control there, the 50 EMA, the 100 EMA, the 20 EMA, and the 200 EMA. I mean, it doesn't get any worse than that for bulls trying to break over. You know, where unfortunately we're setting a bit of a base. Unfortunately, unfortunately, bears are setting a resistance level here. 88,000 right now is turning into the resistance, and it's not good. It's not looking good for bulls right now. It just isn't. No other way I can say it. It just isn't looking good. And if that breaks down, I'll be waiting. I'll be waiting here. I'll be waiting. I'll be waiting. I've got my next buy for BTC. I'll be waiting to buy in at 86,550 if we get there. I'd say there's a good chance we might get there. Might get there overnight. Thanks, Heats Core. Appreciate that. Nice. Nice one, Fit in Crypto. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it, Heats Core 77. You legend. Thanks, bro. Alright, guys. Got to wrap it up now. Got things to do. But let's watch this. I think we go down a bit more before we come up. But quite frankly, I hope I'm wrong, because I'm just sick of this bearish shit. Like, I just want to go up. But the data says down. It just does. It's not. Not looking good. It's just not looking good. Alright, guys. Peace out. Like the stream. Get signed up to Bitunix to win 1,000 CRO every week. Link to do it is right here, top of the video, top of the stream description there, guys. It's right here. Get signed up and go ahead and make your first deposit. Claim it on the following Tuesday. Trade for a week and just come start trading on Bitunix. Join the team. The more high volume you trade, the more chance you've got to win more money